Welcome to my channel, Mystic Door Tarot. My name is Barb, and the reading today is for Friday, September 6, 2019. Thank you to my loyal subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. As some of you know, today is Feature Friday. Each Friday, I will try to feature a different deck with a little of the history behind it. And today, I have the Mystic Dreamer Tarot deck. Barbara Moore and Heidi Darras are the dream team, pun intended, behind this very intriguing deck. First, Barbara Moore has been involved with tarot for over 20 years. She has this marvelous blending of mythology, psychology, art, history, mystery, and magic. She not only gives a voice to the tarot deck, but often writes the books that come with the deck. And I do have the Dreamer's Journal here. That is the book that comes with this deck. And Heidi Darras did the inspiring artwork for this deck. She is a self-taught digital artist from Belgium. In 2004, she joined DeviantArt, the online art gallery. Her first major creation, which led to making this deck, was something that resembled the Tower card. Let me grab that. So here's the finished product of the Tower card. And then her next was the Moon. And here is the Moon. And third, the major arcana, the Sun. Beautiful. And before she knew it, the whole major arcana was created. She was going to stop, but DeviantArt asked if she would create an entire deck. So the two were brought together to combine their talents. Now, the first thing I want to point out with this deck is the presence of moons throughout the deck. And I'll show you as I show the cards, and even the back of the card here. That is actually, that's moons there. And so Heidi had a particular connection with the moon, so that's why you'll see them throughout the deck. She felt it invokes a feeling of magic and mystery, stands for intuition, emotions, creativity, and inspiration. And she wanted us to know that the moon tells us to pay attention to the details before jumping to conclusions. And most of the moons in this deck are full moons, which tells us to trust our instincts and intuition to reach our goals. And there were over 50 models who gave life to the cards. So Heidi would see a model and then get inspired, and then she would get to work on that particular card. And the nice thing about this deck is that beginners can easily understand and use this deck, since the basics of tarot cards is there. It's pretty much follows suit with the Rider-Waite, what you see there. But the artist also put in so much detail into these cards. Look at all the detail in this one. She did that on purpose to offer the more experienced tarot reader something else to see and experience with each card. And I can tell you, the other thing is she has ravens or other birds. You'll see that in almost all of the cards. So let me move that to the side. And I have the 4 aces here because I thought it was very interesting. Here's the Ace of Cups, and they're like a watercolor design card, so I don't know how well this is coming through. But this is the Ace of Cups, and the cups are all projected way above, like the person is right here. So I thought that was interesting. And this is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. She not even bothered. It like split that stone in two. And the Ace of Pentacles here. Now, she probably had three different models for this one with the three women here celebrating. It's the Three of Cups. But what you notice in here is you've got the birds, you can see the moon, the full moon, kind of hidden a little bit, but you've also got a rainbow here. Major Arcana card, Judgment, a lot of detail there. And again, the moons, almost, some of them like this almost takes up half the card. I thought the Devil card was kind of interesting. And most of the cards are very tranquil. This has got the most amount of fire in this card than in any of the other cards. And we've got the Star card here with so much detail in there. There's the star up here. There's a pentacle here. There's a butterfly, a bird. There's so much that you could, if this card was in a reading, that you could really individualize it to whoever you're doing the reading for. Now, next I wanted to show you the kings. This is the King of Cups, and they just have a very arrogant look about them. Most all of them do, where it's just, yeah, try messing with me. Look at this one. This is the King of Swords. Yeah, almost like a Clint Eastwood, go ahead, make my day. The King of Wands is a little bit more, you know, I know what I'm all about. Not one, but a lion and a lioness at his feet. And, oops, sorry, knocked that over. The King of Pentacles here. Again, that kind of don't mess with me. And then I did think the Queen of Swords depicted that same essence where she's like, go ahead, I'm ready. So those are the cards that I wanted to show you in the deck. And let's get on to the reading. Give me one moment. Okay, and now on to today's reading for Friday, September 6, 2019. And of course, I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot deck and the Eternal Crystals Oracle card. Both are listed below. First off, we have the Five of Pentacles. Next, the Five of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. And our crystal for today is Jade-Sky. Now, in this deck, they've also included use your intuition section for each card, which I'll include after I do the reading for each card. I'll do that at the very end. So, talking about this Five of Pentacles, this card is about your sense of security as being threatened. We see the two people here, destitute, lingering outside the church door. One is perhaps lame, seeking donations, and the other turns away, throwing a proud, stubborn look. So, in general, for some of you, this is a card of going through rough times. It can be either physically or financially. But looking at this card shows a more distressing message. You are losing your spirit, your faith, desire. You have no energy to get through this time. It's having a poor me or a victim mentality. So you have no faith in that things can turn around for you. And the number 5 energy of this card can bring change and shaking things up. What's that saying? Passing through fire to be made stronger? That's kind of what's coming into play here. Now, this can simply mean that you're worried about this situation happening to you, that something might happen to you health wise, or that you'll lack the money needed to pay your bills. And for some, spiritually, it can mean that you're sacrificing some material comfort voluntarily as a spiritual practice or showing support of others. It can also mean that you're disconnected from spirit. And now the use your intuition section is asking us these questions to think about for this card. The woman standing here is wearing a black cloak lined with red. I don't know if you can kind of see the red. What does the red lining symbolize? And if the woman knocked on the door, what would happen next? So the artist put these questions in there just to make you think a little bit further. Tarot reading is all about bringing messages and looking at the details, and it makes us think in a different way, and something might just pop out and dawn on us. Oh, I understand. This is what I need to do. So for this, maybe pride is standing in the way. And we all need help at some points in our lives. So next we have the Five of Swords, number 5 energy again. This is negative thinking and mindset, negative energy all around. This can mean that for some of you, you may have had a recent argument at home or work. So you could be the one running away, or the one standing alone, the winner by all costs. You will know which one you are. This is winning at all costs, even dishonorably. You might have said words that you never can take back in an argument with a loved one. You might be trying to prove a point about something, even if it hurts others in the process. Are you just trying to win for the sake of winning? In general, this can be you or someone around you. Either way, this is unhealthy, low vibrational energy. And the use your intuition section that comes in the book for each card is asking us these questions to think about. And you see these 2 women here. The women appear to be running towards the ship. And there's a ship way back here. The question is it in the bay? And how will they get to it? And there's a bit of light peeking out from behind the moon here. What does it represent? These women are definitely running away from this energy. And the moon, which is always hiding some kind of information, is starting to shed some light on this matter. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the queen that is very down to earth. She enjoys nature and the beautiful things all around her. She has a love for gardening, cooking, baking, sewing, anything that can make her environment more beautiful, comfortable, and efficient. She's very good at all she does. She can run a perfect household and or a successful business with ease and grace. She's the queen that will ask, "Is something bothering you?" She will try in any way she can to ease your discomfort. So maybe this queen here is showing up to help with the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Sword energy. This is a more motherly and mature woman who would most likely be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, because they're the earth signs, and the Pentacles are earth signs, that element. Now, the use your intuition section here asks us, there's a sun here carved in the throne, back of the throne. Why? And what's the significance of her blue skirt? So the artist put that in there for a reason. Now, the sun usually stands for life, light, happiness. And the color blue is usually calming and has to do with communications and feelings. Now, the bottom of the deck, the energy of the day card, is the Ten of Wands. And this overall energy is telling us that we are near the end and we will achieve what we desire. So in regards to the number 5 energy, all it takes is to turn your energy around to look positive. Seek out help from others. Do what is necessary at this time to be able to get back on track. Swallow your pride, whether it is to ask for help or to apologize for the hurtful words that were said because you wanted to win at all costs. We all make mistakes and we all need help at times. There's no crime in that. The fact that we have 2 number 5 cards here in this reading means that we're in search for spiritual knowledge. Meditate and reconnect with your spiritual side for guidance during this troublesome time. And the 3 card spread here adds up to number 11, Master number 11. And this carries a lot of weight in the matter at hand. You are manifesting the energy that surrounds you. Your salvation, Queen of Pentacles, that might be coming to your aid in the matter at hand. But you might have to swallow that pride to alert her that you need help. The law of attraction is at work here with the energy of the Master number 11 shows up. Positive energy generates more positive. Negative energy generates more negativity. Now let's go on to our crystal of the day, Jade-Sky. Okay, I will admit that I did not know anything about this crystal. The card here is talking about past loved ones and the root chakra. And your past loved ones are trying to communicate with you to let you know that they are okay. They are very happy. So obviously, that message was meant for someone to hear today. Someone will be drawn to this video and hear that today. In general, this crystal signifies that our connection to loved ones that have passed on remains intact, but in a different form. And their love for us is eternal. Now, I feel that maybe for someone watching today, maybe someone has passed on before you got a chance to say sorry. This might have been someone you argued with and then didn't get a chance to make amends. That's such an awful thing to be left with. The message is that they are fine. All is forgiven. Everything's fine. They're happy. Everything's good. So hopefully if this resonates with you, you can get some comfort in that. Now, for some of you, you might be experiencing signs and signals. In nature, it would be birds, butterflies, dragonflies coming quite close to you, getting your attention. Or electrical devices in home or office acting up, switching on and off randomly. Take note of these signs. These are signs that all is well with your past loved ones. And personally, for myself, when my own father passed away, I experienced that. And it was in the way of a light bulb. Kind of like when a light bulb is starting to go out and it kind of flickers, only I replaced the light bulb a couple times and it still did that, where it just off and on, off and on. And so that's just a friendly, way of saying, hello, I'm here. So in further research on this crystal, I found that it contains a black cross pattern. It's known as the cross stone. And you can see it here, where it's pictured here. And then I don't know if you can see on this picture. It's another picture where you can kind of see that crisscross here. It has the 4 cardinal points, north, south, east, and west. And when placed in the center of the home, its energy will just radiate outward, thus welcoming health and harmony. It's also a protective stone, often worn to guard against negative energies. Here we go. Curses, things of that nature. So it ties into our reading as a crystal we might want to obtain and carry to help with the negative energies. And the thing with how I pull this is pulling what is needed for the energy of the day. After the cards are pulled, and as I'm shuffling through this deck, it is asking my angels and guides, what is the crystal energy that's to help us out with the reading of today? And when I saw this one, and it's past loved ones, but with the help with the negative energies, I can see it definitely with these 2 5 energies cards. So this is not random. This card is meant to be here. And I know for this one, sometimes I'll just shuffle, and sometimes they'll say top card or pick one, fan it out, and then pick one. That was the case for this. So very interesting. I learned something myself about this particular crystal. So anyway, thank you for joining me today for Feature Friday. I hope you enjoyed learning more about the Mystic Dreamer Tarot deck. Please subscribe and join us every day. Love, light, and abundance to all of you. Until tomorrow.